Okay, so as you know, I've been trying to build up the ultimate busking rig, and part of that has been trying to find a good music stand that's very portable. About a year ago, I did a review of the Wii stand by Noisy Clan, and I was really impressed by that. It had some good features, it was lightweight, it was portable. The only problem with that product was I said it wasn't really the most sturdy item if you're going to be carting it around from place to place. Well, a company called Kraftgeek has reached out to me and asked if I'd like to review their new product. It's called the Bravo Music Stand, and I think I'm going to be really impressed with it from what I've seen. It's got some really cool features. Let's open it up and find out. When I was speaking with Mandy at Kraftgeek, she did ask me what I would like to review along with the music stand, and I asked for 2 accessories that come with it as well. So you've got the music stand itself, there is a detachable light, and also a phone or tablet holder, which should be quite good for busking. So let's see, here we've got the Kraftgeek Bravo music stand, a really nice quality carry case. That's really nice. Oh, and the extra bits inside. So this is the Kraftgeek Lumi Light. So this clips on, battery powered. I think there's 2 settings to that, but we'll have a look. And this is the Kraftgeek Flexi mount that goes onto the Bravo stand. And a strap as well. Nice. Okay, so let's start with the music stand itself. If you can see on the picture, it's a tripod design as normal. The tripod legs are at the bottom, more like, I don't know, a camera tripod or something like that, rather than the traditional music stand. That's what makes it look quite interesting, because Kraftgeek also make things like selfie sticks. So they really know what they're doing when it comes to making tripods. So let's have a look inside and see what we've got. So Bravo music stand, and inside, I would say it's very well packaged. Wow. So that is the whole music stand. It's extremely lightweight. That weighs next to nothing. Really, one hand. It's amazing. Let's have a look at the Flexi mount. So again, the quality of it seems really good. Everything's strong, extremely strong springs. And here we've got the Kraftgeek Lumi Light. So this is the battery powered light. Wow. And then we've got the Kraftgeek case to keep everything in, with a divider as well. So I guess the stand goes on one side. You can put the light, this on the other side, zip it up. Very cool. I'm genuinely impressed by the quality of the bag. Okay, so let's do some testing and we'll see how we get on. Now this product just won, I think it was Best in Show at NAMM 2024, so it's quite an exciting product that I've been sent. And it looks like this in its fancy bag, which I should have worn a different jumper because it's camouflaged itself quite nicely. So let's start by showing you the stand. So as you can see, it's really compact. So the dimensions that we've got are, for the closed stand, I'll give it in centimeters and I'll translate it into inches. We've got 14 centimeters when it's closed, by 4 centimeters the width, and 7 centimeters depth. And it's really lightweight. That is only, what's it say, 1.16 kilograms, which is very light. Now how it works is really nice. There's no fiddly clamps and things to twist. There's one twist, which, to be honest, it doesn't even need it. It's quite sturdy. So we can open the top for the stand, for the music. There's a little twist here to unlock the legs. As soon as you've unlocked it, you can slide them out and then just lock it back in place. So this will give you the lowest height that you can get. Now this is really cool. The way that you open it, traditionally you would use 2 hands to open it. You can actually use 1 finger and it pulls open both sides. It's hinged together. You've got the top section, again, hinged, so they open together. Then the middle section rotates, which is really cool. If you've got something that's a strange shape, like maybe you've got a portrait size and you're finding that doesn't fit very well, you could angle it so it holds it at either end, whichever you need. These even, I can hold it like that, they even extend out by another 10 centimeters. And you've got the clips to hold the pages, individual pages you can hold with that. I'm just going to close this bit back up so I don't knock anything out the way, and I'll show you how it extends. Now the old ones, the old music stands, you would be unscrewing, tightening it up, and eventually it works its way loose over time. This is just friction that holds it together, and you've got 3 sections which go together, which make the height incredibly big. So the maximum height for this is actually 162 centimeters, and if you do the extension on the arms, it goes all the way to 47 centimeters. And if you want to get the height back down, just push. So a fair bit of force, and it just keeps the tension. Find the height that you want, open it up. Done. So this is how the stand comes as normal, and there are a few accessories. There's 3 accessories you can buy for it. The first accessory is this. It's called the Lumi Light, which is really cool, and it's got this little thread which mounts onto the top here. So once you've got your stand set up, you can literally just hold this at the top, line up the thread, and screw it to lock it in place. And you've got a switch here, 2 levels of brightness. I also like the fact it makes it into a very nice Christmas tree. The next accessory goes into this port here, and it's this, a tablet or phone holder. So this bit is spring loaded to grab, but also if you press the tabs here, you can see how wide you can actually get this whole thing. So this disengages the spring. Same for this side, so this would be the maximum that it could hold, and then you would use the spring just to grab it on the last bit. So in its smallest, it would clamp something that is 7 centimeters. At its largest, it would go all the way up to 15 centimeters. But obviously you could squeeze something bigger into it further because of the springs, but to be safe, 15 centimeters, a little bit over. Really extend it a little bit more. Okay, on the back of this, you've got this accessory, which is just a different angle. So, and this is just to help you decide whether you want portrait or landscape. So what I'm going to do now is just set it back down to the smallest so it fits my phone, and screw it into here. So if I just grab my phone and show you how easy it is, all you do is place it in and push, and it's grabbed. And they've actually shaped it really nicely, so it's angled, so it's easier to slip in and out with a little bit of backwards force here. It just pushes it straight out. Now I've been using this for the past 2 or 3 weeks daily for my morning practice routine. When I'm watching YouTube videos and playing onto backing tracks, things like that, where you want the full screen, I do it that way. Rather than taking it off and adjusting it, simply just turn it. So you've gone a 1/4 turn on the thread, which is still not going to fall out, and then I can go from portrait to landscape really easily. So that's one use that I've been using for my phone. For a tablet, I maybe wouldn't risk it because it'd be so heavy, but for your phone, well, it's fantastic. It's really, really good. So for holding single pages, what we've got are these little clips here. You just squeeze them and slide paper in. So see that at the moment, I've got the 2 pages overlapping, and this is when you can extend them and just pull them out. Then you can easily hold 2 individual pages like that. So what I didn't do, and I forgot, is to tighten this. And this is what I said at the beginning, it actually doesn't even need it. The only thing this does is stop the tilt back. So now I'll show you it with a slightly bigger book. This is Chord Chemistry by Ted Green. And the really good thing, the clamps that hold the pages are made from see-through plastic. So even though you can see I'm actually covering up these 2 diagrams here, I can still see through them to play what's on the page. And now the ultimate test. The Jazz Bible. So there we have it with the real book. It's daytime, so I can't really show you too much with the lights, but I'll try and close the blind, switch the lights off, see what we can get out of the light. Hopefully you'll be able to see, this is as dark as I can make it in the room at the moment, but you should be able to see how bright the light is. Now, especially at night time, that is more than enough light to see the whole page for everything that you need. Okay, so I'll talk you through some of the good things that I really appreciate about this. The hinging mechanisms. That never gets old. Every time you open the stand, I'm always quite impressed by that. The fact that you can extend it, you can do different shapes, different sizes of paper. See, that's brilliant. That is fantastic. The whole mechanism and the build quality seems sturdy. Like if you've had an old car before and you close it and does that satisfying clunk and it just feels solid. That's exactly how this feels. The accessories are fantastic. I've had stands in the past and accessories for them, which it's always, you've got the pole and it's got something that just clamps onto it. Problem with that is when you start putting something that's heavy on it, the whole clamp starts to sag or fall. Whereas because this has got, like, I think it's, as you would have on your camera, it's the cold shoe mount for a lot of it. They're really, really solid. So if I just unscrew this one, there's not that much thread sticking out, but it's the same as what you'd use for like a GoPro or something like that. And just the fact that you can take them off, put them on really quickly and easily, fantastic. The light is great quality as well. The fact that you've got 2 settings for brightness and the overall footprint that it takes up really isn't a lot. Each leg is, from the center of the stand to the end of the leg, 31 centimeters. That's my comfortable position. My foot's in the V and I don't feel like I would be in the way of any other musicians or people around me. I also don't think I'm going to kick it over on stage, which has happened in the past. They do make 2 colors. They make it in black and white if that's your thing, which black's the standard color, isn't it? You've got to go with black. Something else that I love. Okay, so you see this joint here, this ball that sits on top of everything. This actually gives you a really good point of contact for picking it up. So when you've got the music on the stand, let's say we've got a book on there at the moment, your thumb goes on the ball and you can pick it up without going anywhere near the music, and most importantly without grabbing this and your music falling off, which is a problem with a lot of stands. So you've got that nice way to just move it around from there. And the overall look of it, I think it looks quite space age and futuristic. It's nice. Problem is when you've got the big music stands like this beast, it's very heavy and you can't actually see through it. Whereas this, I know obviously you have music there, but at the moment I don't feel like it's in the way. I feel like it's almost not there. When I'm talking with you right now, it doesn't bother me. Whereas the big music stand feels like this solid thing in front of you. Any bad points? Not necessarily a bad point, but something I would be cautious about is really forcing it down, because I wouldn't want to make the legs bow out. They have got the supports there to stop that happening, so to be honest, I think you would be fine. But if I was pushing it down, I would always grab the lower section and push it into that section. And then you would definitely know you're not putting too much force down into the legs. If you watch the videos, they always do it just like that with one hand, and you can do it, watch. I think it would be fine, but I don't know, I don't like to put too much force into things. I don't know, I just don't want to break things. Let's try it again. Any improvements that I think that could be made? Yes, 2 improvements. This is the cold shoe mount for the holder. The holder itself, I think, is amazing, and this accessory is good. Oh, I didn't show you that. The phone holder's got the 2 different ports where you can do it, and this has got 2 different ports. So depending how you connect it, means that you've got this level of travel, sort of the linear motion, so you can do the 180 degrees that way or that way, which could be vertical or horizontal depending which way you mount this clip. The thing that I think would be better, this is a standard GoPro sort of adapter, which is, you know, the quality is fantastic. It's strong, it's durable, it's metal and plastic together. If there was an accessory that had a ball joint, so that you could make it swivel in sort of 360 degrees, that would be even better, but I'm very, very happy with this. The quality is brilliant. And the speed that it goes together, it just means there's no work at all there. It's back in. The second thing, the light. Okay, so if I close this, you'll get an idea of how bright it is. The light actually uses batteries inside here. It does have a USB-C port on the side, and the idea is that if the batteries went flat, you could use a power bank into that. And I have tried it before. You can use the phone holder to hold the battery pack and just run a cable to power the lights, which is brilliant. What I think would be even better is if it had its own internal battery that you can charge via, you know, like the USB-C adapters, and have the port so it can charge or power at the same time and charge. That would make it much better, but it's not a deal breaker for me because, I mean, everyone's got batteries lying around and you can still use USB-C just with a battery pack. So what's the final verdict? Would I recommend this as a portable music stand? Definitely. There's a lot of music stands which say they're portable, and they are, but they're not sturdy. So you always get the compromise. This is extremely well made. The whole thing just fits nicely. And the overall dimensions, I think when it's in the bag, 46 centimeters, 10 centimeters, 13 centimeters when it's in the bag. And it's got a carry strap. So it's certainly portable, it's well made and has the accessories. That's what brings it all together. That's what I think is fantastic. Like I said at the beginning, it won Best in Show for NAMM, and rightly so. It's fantastic. If you've enjoyed the review and you're thinking about buying the stand, have a look in the description box and you'll see my affiliate link. If you click through the affiliate link, it means it's no extra cost to you, but it does give some benefits to the channel. It means we get a little something to help us keep producing these videos.